Okay, so it'll start off this way. Number one, we're just going to match what algebraic expression matches the verbal expression. So it says 1 less than a number n is less than 20. 1 less than a number n is less than 20. So we take 1 away from n, and it's less than 20. What answer is that?
D.
D. Does everybody see that? It's confusing because it looks like, it says less than twice, right? But right here you're saying 1 less than a number n. What if your number was 19? What's 1 less than that? 18. What did you do? You did 19 minus 1. Okay? What if your number was 20? What's 1 less than that?
19.
So what'd you do? You did 20 minus 1. Does everybody understand that? We're taking away 1 from n, and then it's less than 20. So our answer is D. So wording, it's kind of confusing. You got to think about it. Okay, then the next one, it's written backwards. So let's read it backwards. It says B is greater than 6.7. So we are looking for the number that is greater than 6.7. So is -1 greater than 6.7? No. Is 3 greater than 6.7? Is -10? Is 8? Yes. So this one is your answer. Is everybody good with that one? Yes. Okay. Number 3. Oh, this is like what we did today. Number 3 is. So there is one like that on there. Let me cover, and so I can write the steps. We'll go back and look at the answers in just a second. What would I do on number 3 to solve for x? You would add 8 to both sides. What is 9 plus 8? 17. And then what do you do to solve? Divide by 4. So it says, oh, I was supposed to plug them in. I did it wrong. Anyway, we'll try it. I get x is a number that's bigger than 17 over 4. So look, if I looked, or equal to 17. Greater than or equal to 17 over 4. Do y'all see your answer? It's D. Okay. This one, I probably will take this one off there and put one where we'll solve it like that, okay? So it'll be kind of like what I did just to solve it. This one, all they want us to do is graph. P is less than 3. So what number is on my number line? 3, right? What number is right here? 3. So I'm going to put 3 on my number line, and let's put some numbers around it. And then less than 3, is that an open or a closed circle? And we're going this way. Everybody good with that? There you go. Open circle going that way. That's all you'll have to do on that problem. Okay? So we're going to be adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, graphing, and then maybe like a couple of problems like today. What is this one? This one gives you the graph. It wants you to write something like number 4. So what will I say? X is it less than or greater than? It's going that way, so that's what way I'm going to point my arrow. Do I put the equal sign underneath it? No. If it had been colored in, then I would have put the equal sign. Okay, and what number is between -4 and -6? -5. There's your answer for that one. Do you understand that? Okay. Let's look at this one. T is the amount of money that Thomas earned. Thomas earned $29 or more. Which one of those looks like he earned $29 or more than that?
Oh, C.
C. More would be greater than. You have to know the less than or greater than sign. Okay? You have to know that. All right. How do you solve? This is where we start adding. How do you solve this one? What do you do?
To add 4.
You need to add 4 to both sides. So let's add 4. So you get x is less than or equal to -5. And I'm done. I'll go ahead and graph this. I'm only going to have you graph a few on the quiz. Okay? So the number is at -5. And then some numbers that go around it. Make sure you write them in the right order. Okay. Open or close circle?
Close.
Close circle on -5. And then less than that goes this way. And that's how you would graph it. Do we understand? Yes. So far, is this going to be an easy quiz? Yeah, now I'm probably going to put a problem like today on there. So I'll go over some more of them. Let's see. Oh, that's all the first page. Here's number 8. Number 8, we match the graph. So how do I solve number 8? What do I do to solve for Q? Add 3. So I add 3 to both sides. So Q is less than or equal to 12.
C. No.
It's D because it's a positive 12.
I didn't see it in there.
Yeah. It's D. Does everybody understand that? Which, I know it's hard to read, but that would have been on the 12. Does everybody see that? It's the only one that says Q is less than or equal to 12 anyway. All right. The next one, how do you solve number 9? What do you do for this one? I'm not going to graph this one.
Multiply by 6.
Multiply by 6. It's always the opposite. Multiply both sides by 6. So x is greater than 36. There we go. You're done. Okay. Next one. What do we do on that one?
Multiply by -2.
Multiply by a -2 on both sides. What happens when you multiply by a negative?
You flip the sign.
And I would do that first, like right now. And before I write my problem, I would go ahead and flip that sign. And I have an x over here. And what is 2 times, that's kind of confusing having the x. What is 2 times -2?
-4.
-4. So please be careful. Adding and subtracting, you don't flip your sign. Multiplying and dividing by a negative. Which one of those, well, I know you can't see D, but it's B, right? Answer choice B. X is greater than or equal to -4 and it's a closed circle. Okay. That's number 10. Let's see what else. How many of these? I have 11 on here, but I'm going to find a few more to do. Okay, what do you do to solve for this one?
Divide by -7.
Divide by -7. Divide by -7. What happens when you divide by negative?
Flip the sign.
You flip your sign and you get -1. Okay. Let me turn it to, hold on, let me get my little test program out. Real quick. I want to make sure I give y'all one like what's on here. Goodness. What is this? We're in chapter 3.
He didn't get the phone when I called him off. He didn't get it.
That one play, remember, I chased the guy down, and tackled him out of bounds? He got that part. But half of the time he was running, James was just videoing the black sky over there. He's like, I second turned it. That film was kind of off the wall. Not near as bad as that.
It's all back.
Yeah,
My
no.
mom said that it's already has a key. He was talking about turning out the key.
For some reason, I should get your film. I thought,
River Road. Bench Ward.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Yeah, Bench Ward. The river, I think they're like the seventh graders filming. They're playing music.
Mhm.
Filming.
Yes.
Filming.
You got her road show yet?
And like, his date is like
Oh no,
It just went on.
the day.
Miss Amanda, did your clock right?
Oh, I just unplugged it to charge this.
I wasn't even watching every road show yet. I was watching Pinball.
Watching 77 or 75 degrees. They just did nothing. They just did nothing but cut it. Oh man. Because they tried making it the first blade. It wouldn't move.
I think every road is gonna play back up.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do.
That's what they're doing Nathan, but
Quiz review.
I wanna play this first. But that's what Nathan said their coach told her, that they're gonna play them back up. Nathan's scared of them, he gets like 6 months, by me 4 times, and then give them a wall. So he's gonna have it. You won't see them.
How many up there are y'all? 12. I'm gonna do 13 of these. Does somebody want to go get this off the printer downstairs?
Oh,
Thank you. It's printing 13, and it's front and back, and it does have answers on them. So like if you see it, that's. Thank you, Ryder. I put 15 questions on there, so y'all can. I'm still videoing. Let me pause it for a second. I'm going to start going through these 12, 13, 14, 15, and then I'm going to do number 10. The rest of them, y'all, we've already done together. I think I just changed the numbers. So let's look at 12 first, and let's see what we know and what we don't know. What do I do on number 12? What's my first step? Add 3. We are going to add 3 to both sides. We are moving the 3 over. So if I write it, it's 6x is less than 6. Then what's my next step? It's 6 times x. Yep, we divide by 6. And so we get x is less than 1. Did y'all get that one? So that was something you learned today. All right, and that was answer choice C. Are we ready for number 13? We also learned 13 today. So we would take the number that's outside and distribute it. Now our answer choices look a little different, but that's no big deal. So we would get 6 times p is 6p, and 6 times 11 is 66, and I put minus 66, okay, is greater than 6. Then what do I do? Yep, we're going to add 66 to both sides. So 6p is greater than, and what is that going to be? 72? Then what do you do?
Divide by 6.
And so in your calculator, you're typing 72 divided by 6, and you get,
12.
what'd you say?
12.
12, that's right. Okay, so your answer says P is greater than 12. Well, I don't see an answer that looks like P greater than 12. I have to pick out what number do they have written down that is greater than 12. What answer is greater than 12? D. D is the answer. Does everybody understand that? That one they tried to confuse us. It is not A. 12 is not greater than 12. It is equal. And we don't have an equal sign. Do we understand that? Did y'all get it? Yes? Okay. Now 14's a little bit different. Same steps. I have one thing extra on this one. So what is our first step on number 14? Yeah, multiply by 3. So I'm going to bring down 1 plus 4n greater than equal to 3 times n is 3n. And 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, now I don't have any like terms to combine. So this is a little different today. What do I have to do to solve for n?
You would need to move the others.
Yeah, this comes from the last chapter, y'all. We have to move the 3n over. Do I add or subtract it?
Okay.
Yep, we subtract 3n from both sides. So over here, I get 1 plus, what's 4n minus 3n? Yep, 1n. You can put the 1 if you want to. Those cancel out, and I'm left with 3. Now, one last step. How do I solve for n?
You need to subtract 1.
Yep, you're going to subtract 1 from both sides. So n is greater than or equal to 2. There's your answer for number 14. Did y'all get that one? Did some of us get that one? Yeah, a few. Okay. 15. Now this one's weird, but it's the same thing as number 14. Let's see what happens. I've got 5 times x minus 2 is greater than or equal to 5x minus 13. What do I do with the 5 on the outside of parentheses? Again, the same thing. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times negative 2, I'll put minus 10. All right. Now, I have x's on both sides, so I've got to move it. We'll think of it that way. So, do I add or subtract 5x?
You need to subtract.
Yeah, you've got to move it, so it's got to go away. So, watch what happens when I subtract 5x. They all go away. They all cancel out. So, negative 10 is greater than or equal to negative 13. So, here's the question. Is that true or false? Is negative 10 bigger than negative 13? It actually is. So, which one do you think it is? Do you think it's C or D? It's C. Your answer was yes. So, it's all real numbers or infinitely many solutions. If it would have been false, what would we have picked? D. Okay, number 10, this will be the last one I go over. Well, and y'all have time. Y'all can keep going through your paper. This is not to be turned in. This is just a practice for you. If anybody wants an extra practice, I can print one. How do you solve number 10? I did not go over one like this as well.
You would need to flip the 4 9.
Yeah, when there's, yeah.
And then you would also need to flip the sign since it's the negative.
Very good. When there's a fraction out front being multiplied, you have to multiply by the reciprocal. You flip it. Negative 9 over 4. And like he said, when you multiply by a negative, you must flip the sign. Okay? So over here, I get R. And then I would type that in my calculator. And what is that? I think it's negative 27. So there's your answer on that one. How is this? Those are tough ones. Those last few that I just did. Do I need to do another example like any of those?